Per diem, then yes, $7,000. That's a country that is supposedly broke. And no crown or man penny, ne per diem and cajon. Second lady, ne per diem and cajon. May come ministers, nay, or more mokaka cajon. On one jar, then yes, $7,000. They are flying business class tickets. Okay, they are taking executive accommodation. One kasakura do the maths. Do the maths. So the money is there. Omampenya Akufo Rebecca say, yetisika come there. There's money in Ghana, but we don't prioritize. There's profligacy. I didn't think that to taxes mo ema obi bia okuta car o Ghana say commercial car o say trotro say uber o say aboboya o ubetua 100 cedis a year. Everybody try ho chere o Ghana
Time FM
now we spend 30 million in Dubai for 2 weeks. Dollars, not cedis, and you can do the conversion in Ghana cedis and see how much we're wasting.
Time FM 97.7.
Okay, so to answer your question, the money is there.
Okay.
And to answer your question, we would actually be making more money because look at the number of people who have finished school, who are at home and are not working. Energetic young people who could be productive. Omuye Juma, Ombenya Kitia, they spend it in the system. Omuye Juma, a buying a tax, income tax. Right? Omuye Juma, they'll be able to take care of their old ladies and their old men who are on retirement and, can't fend for themselves. So we need to be creative and think a lot more along the lines of how do we expand the economy? You expand the economy by not making life so difficult for everybody, and especially businesses. Because when businesses are struggling, they can't expand. And if they can't expand, it means they are not employing more people. It means they are not paying more taxes. That is what it means. Neyenya said, Yama on my day. As a matter of fact, I'm going to screenshot a message and send to you. From an officer in the Ghana Army. Don't mention his name.
All right.
Read the message to the hearing of the Ghanaian public. Opeso Ojai Ghana Soja Juma. Now Okotana America. Opeso Ojai Ghana Soja Juma. Now Okotana America. So it is the nation that is losing because soldier for training on me. I bind this kind of training on me. A teacher for Omujai. I bind this kind of training on me. Their training is subsidized. Nurse for Omujai. Obia or Juma in the public space. Or Jaho Ako Tanabu Chilino. I bind subsidizes their education. And it is the country that loses. Until the focus has to be on how we can make life easier, how we can make life comfortable for all of us. Nayan cut it down on the waste. One MPP took over in 2017. Omoka said they won't buy new luxury vehicles.
Yeah.
In the 3 months, Omampenyu Koji Lexus, brand new Lexus Best 6. Apart from that, in the 2 years,
97.7
District Assembly, Omokoto Nissan Patrol. I'm sure you've seen those Nissan Patrols.
Sure.
Brand new ones. And you ask yourself, cars are those cars are not rugged. Just some of the districts, with all due respect, they are rough. So, luxury cars, they are only useful in city centers. You are wasting the taxpayers' money. And Sana Nissan Patrols are local government for Kotor, Edema, DCs. They are fuel gasless, just a non fuel. Obianim, those Nissan Patrols, they are hopeless. So the state is spending more money to buy fuel for the comfort of district chief executive officers. At the time, so where are they getting the money to do all of those things? Because somebody wants some, procurement kickback.
Yeah.
And so whatever it is, they will push it through. You
Sure.
know, and the country is bleeding, Minia.
Country is bleeding.
So, I mean, the country is bleeding seriously.
Ras, you because you are a potential, government operative. My misa question we say, because reasons are almost cited for increasing passport processing fee. Say logistics, materials, short into say Obi say artificial shortage because say say no short no. Yewo omo omutua protocol sika kese omo enya no within 2 weeks ni ade nyina enti omo hyeda kase ade na materials ni ho na enso mo fetch edi sika kese. How can we solve those problems if you are concerned about that?
So you can solve those problems, one, by creating more offices in the various parts of the country. Said that earlier, nobody has to come to Accra for their passports. If you are in Kumbungu, you should be able to be in Kumbungu and apply for your passport and have it delivered to you in Kumbungu. If you are in, Adansia Sokwa, if you are in Fomena, you should be able to go to your district assembly, apply for a passport. I mean, that is the whole essence of decentralization. That is the whole essence of decentralization.
You're right.
So you have decentralized, but you have not decentralized.
Time FM,
because everything is at the top. If you are Accra and people who call passport office, na uko hunipa or dumping. My youngest wife's schools at GIG. And no, she no more town or said me call member farmer. So I passed by rich passport officer.
97.7.
Even though Oma Pound Nipa and security measures, the place was so choked, you couldn't even pass. Right? So decentralize, cut down on the profligate expenditure, and they said, they are telling us that they are looking for money to build new offices. Why would you build new offices when Fomena has offices at the district assembly? When Asakori Mompong Municipal has offices, when KMA they can get you offices, and you can put in place all the security measures. Again, these offices will do. And you break a mortar, any security near the other. So how difficult is this? But because somebody wants procurement kickbacks, they want to build offices somewhere, big offices are today. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs all heard the challenges that they have in terms of accommodation is difficult for them. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Many of these countries, and I've been all over the place, Ghana, Sasia, a war. I mean, some were bought by Kwame Nkrumah, some, through bilateral relationships, some were given to us for free. In Kenya, for instance, in Namibia, another place, in prime location. Encroachment in these lands.
97.7.
Pakistan. The value of Assassino is more than $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
But people are encroaching on it. And staff who are working in many of these, foreign missions and embassies, they can't find accommodation because accommodation in Europe and, abroad is expensive. And government has to pay.
97.7 FM.
People are going through hell in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They shouldn't be thinking about constructing new offices. They should leverage on existing public, offices and create more rooms so that life could be easier for everybody. Shortage now, indeed, it could be true, say, it is artificially created. I don't have evidence to that effect. So I can't speak to that. But what I know for a fact, there are things that we could do that eases the pressure. Because what creates some of the delays? How apply for passport? Yes, say
Time
if you are
FM,
on the fingerprint
97.7.
3 months from now, maybe the person needs the passport next week or in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And the person doesn't have 3 months. So the person will definitely go and pay a guru boy to get the passport done. And they're paying huge sums of money, as much as 5,000 Ghana cedis. Passport I cost 120 cedis. No. People are paying 5,000 just to get a passport. And that is so unfair on the Ghanaian. You know, and I know, say, whether it is the passport is 5,000 or whatever, they'll find the money to pay.
Sure, definitely.
And that tells you how desperate, you know, friends and people are to leave the shores of Ghana for greener pastures. And some of the places that they are going to really are truly, and yet, you know, places that they are supposed to be hustling in, right? But simply because on my muno, things are difficult. I mean, I've seen Ghanaians in some places around the world that I'm like, hey, if you have some more, you know, I go to Sri Lanka, that is so far away from Ghana. I go to Philippines, that is so far away from Ghana. And we see Ghanaians who have been there 30 years.
Wow. Wow.
You know, look, Ghana is a blessed country. All right?
Time FM
There will be
97.7.
And so what we need to do is to make the country comfortable for every Ghanaian. The other thing that the minister that I want to your friends mention in response to the minister's press conference is the fact that we don't have to spend a lot of money to create new offices. As a matter of fact, they may not even have to recruit new officers. There are officers in other places that they are just redundant.
97.7.
They are just in the office. I mean, and I've worked at the Ministry of Youth and Sports under the Youth Authority.
Yeah.
You would see people who are in these various ministries. You ask them what is their real schedule, they can't tell you.
I want to tell us,
But they are drawing salary. But they are drawing salary from the public purse. And they go to the office of the president. Look at the number of people they have recruited.
97.7 FM.
Some are just to be on social media to insult people who are critics of the government.
Ras, and somebody be who who say I change some more just say yeah who because Prime Minister send your kind say yenti MCR